Previously on Doki Doki. This is weird. This is really weird. 50 likes and I'll write a detailed poem and break it down. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your... Developers are gonna, do something, or, something weird's gonna happen. It's gonna be really cool. Oh, and since you guys aren't as eager unless I say it, 25 likes for part 7, alright? Go, share, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Something weird's gonna happen. It's gonna be really cool. I'm starting to... Wow. This is taking a turn. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front room, it's about the festival. Sort of. Oh yeah, we're gonna get dragged to the damn festival again. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? Oh, maybe we can actually get more male characters in here, so it's not as weird. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Say has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can work out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. How about nothing? Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing what? It's a literature club, I don't know. Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Oh. I'm going to choose a poem to recite during the event. That's not a great idea. Who the hell would want that anyways? Imagine you're going to a festival or whatever, and they get all this, you're the wrestling club or something like that, and then you come over here and you get poetry. Oh, for the festival, we're going to recite some poems for you guys, yeah. And the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Say's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Say, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. You're kidding me, Monica. You didn't already start putting those up, did you? You did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No. It's not a bad idea. It kinda is. But I didn't sign up for this, There was no way I'm going to be performing in front of a huge group of people like that. Wow, wait a second. So I remember in the beginning I said, or not in the beginning, but in the a few episodes ago, I can imagine, I said that these two were meta opposites, right? And I thought that Natsuki and Sei were the two that related most, and then it was Monica and Yuri. But I'm starting to see a lot more, when you're going deeper down, Sei and Monica relate in certain ways more on an inner level, and Natsuki and Sei relate on more of an outer level. Yuri and Natsuki are more on an inner level. However, Yuri doesn't really fit in with anyone on the outer level. If anything, on the inner level, it seems like Monica and Yuri are meta opposites here, because this is supposed to be the stand-up confident one. It's supposed to be the insecure one. And they've been the creepiest too. If you notice, Monica with the whole save game thing and sociopathic tendencies, my bad. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shaking her head in fear. Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Jeez. Guys, now Sei, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. Oh, so Natsuki was in the same boat here. Okay. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. Oh, okay. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start... That's really creepy because sometimes I'll look up and I'm going to say something to the camera or whatever, but every once in a while when I glance up and look at that, it's really it's unsettling. They're all staring at me and it's just, it's weird. If we start the event, and each put out a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. It's all about expressing your feelings. Oh, that's going to start an argument. Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. Okay, I thought we were going to have more. Okay. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Pretty motivational. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sei looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sei and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left. Alright, fine. Good. Alright, I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yeah, that's a good question. Yuri actually glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone, yep. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. It's those subtle things. It's making me question everything. You'll be fine, Yuri. Oh man, this is taking a turn. Is this what you guys have been warning me about? It's very subtle. Let's move on to the main event. Jeez, I hope it's all just a joke. I really do. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. You can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? That's what I'm saying. No, don't worry. I need to stretch my legs. Don't worry. Is the camera still on me? I'll start off to help everyone else feel a little more comfortable. Great. I go next? Yep, sure. Of course. Let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind first. Oh, so this is like a poem we already wrote. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Oh, so we don't actually get to see what the poem is. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Probably something she's done before. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica, as you should as well. Sei looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. So good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Alright, cool. Are you ready to go next, Sei? I'll go next. Oh, they're getting competitive. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Oh, this is getting interesting. Okay. Keeping her head down, she walks quiet over to the podium. The poem is called, Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. Do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? I'm telling you, like, this is getting weird. As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. And that fire is dangerous. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered herself, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. It's not. You can stay quiet like everybody else. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud of her, but we were so caught off guard. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Okay, that was just my mouth. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sei hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Medal. Ah. Sorry. Okay. Sei, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out it will come out the best that way. Okay then. Sei begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made a perfect match. Well, she did write the poem after all. The poem isn't aimlessly cheerful like Sei is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sei's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sei meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sei finishes, and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sei. Great. Oh, and there's my name again. I guess that's a good sign. What's that even mean? Came out nicely, Sei. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. That's what I said. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean, okay. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing. Oh, and there's that. It gets weird. It's just kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Alright, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before that's my name. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Oh, wow. Okay. Might as well lower everyone's standards a little before. Oh, okay. Wow. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. It's not nearly as bad as when it's just like a random conversation, and then suddenly all of them are looking at me when I look up again. Because now you expect it at this point. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time, though. Maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly, like I said, I'm having a hard time reading today, and I don't know what that word is. Gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium, angrily. Alright, we'll do angrily here, regretfully, or whatever. Alright, sad word. The poem is called. You're all looking at me because you're presenting. Oh, I hope we get another fit. That's the most fun. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused by her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say? You better not make me do that again. Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I'm doing it in front of other people will be way easier. And put whatever face I want on for people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Surprise? Yeah, I've never really heard that, but I I can imagine that, okay. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem, get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite then. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. And, okay, this one, Monica, is not nearly as bad as all the other ones. Especially Natsuki. Or not Sei. Sei is the worst, man. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Yep. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. And I don't know how long I'm going to be recording for. Because I've been recording for a few hours now. Like I said, it's going to be cut in and up. But if you see this in the future, I wonder what episode it's going to be. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. Do this. Alright. Before we continue, my question is where this game will end. Does the game end at the festival? Like, after the festival is when the game ends? Because they're setting this up, and honestly, I see no other end in sight. So, I'm guessing that that's when the thing ends, and I don't think we do this on weekends either, so there's gotta be something behind it. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sei and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Also, when I say weekends, I mean like in the game weekends. Because they said it was on Monday, so like Friday in this game is probably like the last of it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Okay, so he's already put his attention on Monica. Ready to go, Sei? Yes. You two always going home together like that. Adorable, yep, sure, you can say whatever. These guys don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be nice, though. Oh. Yeah. You're not. You're just kind of supposed to, you know, go, it's okay, babe. Oh, that's my name again. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's, yeah. I'm all home with Sei once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Yes. Man, I remember this. There used to be, I was really embarrassed for this guy. Now, well, I'm still embarrassed for him, but just this whole situation is a little weird. But today, Sei's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. I say. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to Sei fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? Where the hell would Yuri live? I thought the only reason we walked with Sei is because we knew her from a childhood and she was like our neighbor. Sure, why not? What kind of question is that? It's a good question. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Yep. I would still walk home with... Oh, so now I gotta choose. See, now... Oh, man. Oh, this is a difficult one. So now I gotta choose between Yuri or Sei. Because Sei I want to maintain the relationship with, but at the same time, you don't want to throw Yuri under the bus, but I feel like I'm putting too much effort into Yuri. But I feel like that's the point. Aren't we supposed to... I feel like he's gonna save it if I still say Yuri, but at the same time, I feel like if I... This is a good one. I remember what Monica said when we were getting the writing tip of the day, so I'm gonna assume that's what the developers mean. We're gonna save right here. Alright, we still got our save slot. Return to the game. And we're going to continue with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and so... It has... Okay, that's kinda... I feel like this is gonna turn into something else. Oh, you admitted it. Oh, okay, that's what this is turning into. It's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Say... I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. You say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Yeah, it's not, being put on the spot there. But it was kind of her fault for dragging me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her feel happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Yeah, so they're bringing up the festival. That might be like the end of the game there, or like the major part of the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just right into it. All right. What kind of poem do we want to write this time? Unrestrained. Let's write a horror poem. Unrestrained horror. Is that like hope? Unstable. Philosophy massacre. Yes. Frightening death. Waterfall, sticky, cute, dance, broken, calm, ribbon, anime, sing, vivish, broken, rose, vibrant, loud, silly, whistle, sparkle, hope, infinite, atone, extraordinary, hopeless, peace, melody, oh wow, vivid, extraordinary, tone, hopeless, alright. Climax. Defeat, tears, smile, intellectual, happiness, summer. Climax, prayer, portrait, defeat. Uncanny, hair, passion, existence, lust, sunset, destiny, hurt, boop, childhood. It hurt. Anxiety, depression, shiny, empty, bed, blanket, peaceful, despise, suicide, pain. We're gonna go with pain. Usually, suicide, I don't know, I feel like it's going a bit overboard. Firework, forgive, giggle, disown, excitement, laugh, pleasure. I told you guys we'd be going with pleasure every time. Play, extreme, skirt, adventure, fantasy, universe, covert, insight, meager. Ooh, this is a hard one. Adventure. Tenacious, clumsy, heartbeat, cage, entropy, precious, kiss, love, starscape, pure. Fear, time. Oh, this is fear, obviously. Holiday, charm, sensation, bunny, romance, anger, whirlwind. Ooh, whirlwind. Throw that in there. Disaster. Ooh, I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, where were we? Depression and death and all that good stuff. Okay. Graveyard, embrace, vacation, mouse, dream, beauty, dream, tragedy, misfortune, dream, explode, misery, twirl, control, misery? That's that.